Hello, students. Yesterday we were doing the objectives of World Bank. Just have a revision of what we've already done. So first of all, we had talked of what is the World Bank. So it was an organization that is dedicated to financing, advising, and doing any kind of research for the developing nations, just in order to promote their economic development. The reason why it came into existence was the outbreak of World War II, the major devastations, the major destructions that had come up for the industry, for the countries. The poor were getting more poor, so even they did not had enough resources to fulfill their basic necessities. So that is why this World Bank was created. So World Bank has further two branches or two components. One is IBRD and the other one is IDA. So it was basically brought into existence by JM Keynes and HD White. The World Bank stands for Working for a World Free of Poverty. So this World Bank, and there was another institute, that is the IMF, that was an outcome of the Bretton Woods Conference. Now the Bretton Woods Conference was held in the year 1944 from July 1st to July 22nd. So these are the details. Now the it had created two major institutions: World Bank, which provides you with the long term loans, and if I'm talking of the other, that is the IMF. So IMF is basically the institute that grants the short loans for typically for any kind of fluctuation that may occur in your economy. Now, how did it progress? The path that this World Bank has taken from 1944 to today. This was what we have discussed. It was given to China, it was given to France, Netherlands, Denmark, Luxembourg, London, and the major reason for the dispute resolution between India and Pakistan for the Indus water was this. So then we had discussed the key dates. Then the World Bank Group, that it has five further components: IBRD, IDA, IFC, MIGA, IC, SID. Now we also have already discussed the various objectives of World Bank. Now let's just start with the functions. Now the very first one is granting reconstruction loans to war devastated countries. Now when there is any war that breaks out, what is the resultant of that war? There are loss to there is loss of lives, then there is loss of monetary funds, then so many losses are there. So there is a requirement to reconstruct entire country once again. So this World Bank is standing there for these devastated countries to provide them monetary funds when and wherever required. I had also told you that there is soft loan. What did that soft loan mean? Soft loan was when you are not able to pay a higher rate of interest, so the World Bank provides you with the loan at a much lower rate of interest. Then granting developmental loan to underdeveloped countries. So reconstruction loan तो उनके लिए है ना, जो इनके पास, जिन्होंने अपनी इकोनॉमी को बिल्कुल स्टार्टिंग से स्टार्ट करना है. But for the underdeveloped countries who want to grow, who want to improve their economy, what are they going to have? They are going to have the developmental loans. सो ये सॉफ्ट लोन्स जैसे नहीं होंगे एज कम्पेयर टू द मार्केट रेट. मतलब हाँ, मार्केट रेट से शायद कम ही हो, बट स्टिल नॉट एज लेस एज soft loans. Then providing loans to the governments for agriculture, irrigation, power, transport, water supply, education, anything and everything, they provide the loans to the government, whether it is an underdeveloped country or there is a developed country. I told you there are two types of countries. One is the underdeveloped or developing countries, and the other one is the developed. Now the developed ones become the donors, and on the other side, the other countries, that is the underdeveloped or developing, they become the borrowers. So this is how the transactions take place between the borrowers and the donors. Then it provides loan to the private concerns for specified projects. So we are just clarifying that it is not just the governments who have the opportunity of taking the loans from World Bank. Rather, it can be any private concern, it can be any private organization, if they can prove that yes, whatever their project is, if World Bank funds it, it is going to be very beneficial for their economy, so even that will be funded by the World Bank. Then promoting foreign investment by guaranteeing loans provided by other organizations, so that is, they act as a guarantee, something called as letter of credit, not exactly letter of credit, but somewhat similar to what we have already done in letters of credit. Then it provides technical, economic and monetary advice to member countries for specific. तो इसमें क्या है, there are member countries, we had talked of the member countries. So what kind of advice they provide? The technical advice, they provide all and every kind of advice, even they can perform research activities on behalf of these member countries. Then encouraging industrial development for underdeveloped countries by promoting economic reforms, different economic reforms. Now what is your activity? That you are going to tell me about certain economic reforms that have come into being after the World Bank. Please do that and come with the same in the next session. Thank you.